especially for the presidential. And Mrs. Jane Adokwe-Mensah Eddie Nsunsuanso nyina no ebe tujwa ama Ghana for hu dia eko President-elect John Dramani Mahama so Eddie nanu disem Eddie tujwa victory speech, Kofo Bebree are describing as very reconciliatory, very unifying, and atre where ni focus ni na namuntu ebeko and so before that one Dr. Mahmoud Baumia also de the concession speech at the by to say figures are working near the nature say John Dramani Mahama Edin Kunim ama our friend no crown so abonabaso and ran so John Dramani Mahama president-elect ama say the president of the land, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so afreno a congratulating no ama bibia so continue by and large ye nam kwan no so a ye ko looking into transition said the bear aban best peacefully na fi yatra ya brabo so as a people na nkomo twetwe na ye ba behwe na yakumu na eja ya express yen view ewo ensemo a etwegu so far concerning the 2024 elections are on December 7 no na minsaka Cornelius Owusu Asare where NPP communication team member ewo fidue mu asanso na Kweku Edujemfi or political activist and so abe cancer one penny for mama kwaba
enia
dog na Kweku boko there
aye boko bibia fine
I see
o my Ghana nije Ghana for any aje NDC winning elections John Dramani Mahama winning elections
exactly
Akufo-Addo agene ni so afenyo mark
na so no anko ono nse no nka
na wo chance de no o kan si no
sa
Akufo-Addo o ka se de no kan si no
yo mate ye beba e konsi
so ye chamber o mi na mu
so
agene ni so
ku nyabutre kone bibia boko de e won chewo
papa eja wo ni tia campaign obi aso ye share
what you say
e running head to say eja
exactly
but unfortunately am cause me eja MPP for your penal
say de na mo penal na mo nya no
maninkasa
wale mamenkasa
na bibia boko de
nyame adumia ni bibia boko pa
all right ti ene e be din komo uni abema nso wa ha ntino ense bibia beko yi fine all right ti ya start komodi ni say Kweku am fa on start endra ejabo the electoral commission no through omo chairperson Mrs. Jane Adokwe-Mensah afei abetu nanumutu say John Dramani Mahama Edi Nkunim with 56.55% of the valid vote cast. Sanso and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in 41% of the valid vote cast. No John Dramani Mahama so Edi victory speech Edi by ama Omayeti asese the certain president Afreno are congratulating on BBR and more decided. In fact, they've spoken about the transition processes and cry saying Yami Yadoma China Crano and almost started the transition process and said about BBR because of the echo. In something in Kemfuano so far, Uhunia Maseng.
Dog, me that's no much our phone with you from
okay.
Commandos. You better Ghana for us. Yes, me free as you better Ghana for you more on the 7th of December. Mukujina to Abama Yura John Dramani Mahama. The better almost near that electoral commission in Swasi. Sebu, and you say no more pay no, then you say no more share. Or more dear, no more dear, and so because you are Dr. Baumian and president elect. And so near no Yamia Shishe. The Yamia Shishe, and say John Dramani Mahama. And Jane Adokwe-Mensah ebeboni din so ono ena nyame yi no na onye just president elect keke or the supreme commander, the supreme leader
of
Ghana.
I know what you say.
One victory na ba no ntia se on na etie ni ye kwato about 7th December say ye kwa koyi omampani ye president ye to abani wiye no now rather yakoyi a supreme leader instead of electing a president.
Chirem.
Say the president is the commander in chief, and the executive president In this current administration, you know, he controls parliament by 2/3, controls the executive. Okay? And by virtue of that, he goes beyond just being an executive president and rather becomes a supreme leader. Because in the years here, John Dramani Mama's 1992 constitution, we don't have opposition in parliament. The MPP was not able to form an opposition in parliament because per omo numbers, you know, they have become a junk opposition, an irrelevant opposition, useless opposition. In parliament, useless, just say omunye useful. Useless na ya make say Akufo do useless na never din atem. Just say ne modern born so ani. And na say ne sonfa so no ehu hia ma o man Ghana. Okay. Nti this current minority MPP for no omo ho mfa so hia ma Ghana. Ye hia omo. Nti no ebeye me nwanwa say enkaboso me kura so e betu omo ka. What I say, many lawyer for bidding come back community ahwe say ebeya ebetumi amoma kotena fie. Say hadwene a omo kotena fie na 2/3 na nya adwuma. What I say. Na ni nyina no yese so nipa bonefo di oman no so a oman ni si apene. Ya betena fidue mu ha kan several times. Say Akufo-Addo is not a unifier. Akufo-Addo is not building a country. Akufo-Addo is not building the party. Akufo-Addo is not doing what he's supposed to do. Rather, he's building individuals like Tokono so that he can use them to manipulate and victimize people. And that is the more reason why or disintegrated the MPP party. Eyi Chairman Afoko free ho, oyi Kwabena Japan free ho, ekofa Freddy Blay, ene John Boadu, edo omobaye said so that he can manipulate them. And that is the results that they have gotten today. They allowed Akufo-Addo to manipulate the party. They allowed Akufo-Addo to take charge of everything.
Yeah, but what can we can say the issues about Polafoko and of old, you know, they won an election out of that. In fact, twice.
After
2016, 2020.
After winning the elections. At the end, what the 2 million year, the 2 million year, and they say, what the intimidate amount for, what the command for Casaboashe or Muyem. What I say, he allowed impunity to prevail. Akufo-Addo institutionalized impunity in Ghana here. Ministers felt they will not be sacked. There were no reshuffled. Nobody was queried for anything. Everybody had his way to do whatever they like. Galamsey destroying our water bodies, and they got to a time another umbrella would have to come and tell us neo say nsuo kese and neo one say nsuo kese. All these things and a Ghana for share who din no say there be ye gi 2 million free winsem na ye ma wo 2 million bi mpo na what me dey akasa ama wo kasa no agina. That is the interpretation that I want to give you here. Ghanaians have taken all the powers away from the MPP. And they have given absolute power to John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. So in the next 4 years, near a dana komaso, na media tuna komaso so pese or the sum or minor na oja good legacy. Nyankopon decide 2 million man. Nyankopon G 2 million free Akufo-Addo nsem 2020 elections. Abra or pie parliament muya no 137. Because na Nyankopon him say Akufo-Addo adwene woni trim nya adwen papa. Why your man boyfo, why your cromfo? Debbie. Oh, Debbie. A hundred percent, Mr. Why your man boyfo, a cromfo? Debbie. Baby, or man in ya, Nunti, and your man 137. You as a American CTV Dwabo, and yet, me a friend Kufiana, me a Kufiana. You see, Debbie, your man boyfo, Mummy to the mic, my own team, Mummy to the mic, Mammy. Meet you. Pacho, Wadaroma. Who say mini pano? We are very fine man. Wadaroma. She honest sign na fi do nkomo. Unza nkomo mi follow pa. Nti e hono sa kronfo ne ade mpacho e ho de twe sign na fi di nkomo. National Cathedral. Charge say.
Oh, twe ho na sign.
Me twe sign. Okay. Charge say National Cathedral 310 million. Akufo-Addo ne na ba o mawia. It represent thievery, corruption. There be also a monkumu suspicion of Omokoya and Akufo-Addo say he was misled. There were monies involved. It represents thievery and corruption. PDS, it represents thievery and corruption. Akufo-Addo is a thief, is a corrupt leader. I'm emphasizing it. Me say on CTV in Kahun.
There is about me in Kahun and say CTV.
So let me
me na me teha there be. Me na me teha.
And 66 members of parliament.
Mami. One chance am
me Mashabo say.
Many nkwaje wo.
Mashabo say.
There be.
Mashabo mama ka
there be. Say mampenino because bibi adanse bi eni ho se we wia bibi. Ye mfa ni nkugina court bi a kire se we wia bibi and you know this.
So let him take it.
There be nti ho ne twesan na fe ye nto so.
Ma twesan.
Me dase.
Ye wo mu nie, ma me fa ma no nsi. Me de ma no nsi. Mo de on, mo me enka no kore nkire leaders no on. Eno na de yan beduru ba bi ya beduru yo. Sisi a me ma hyebo se Akufo-Addo firi abema na okotena afia. Me minja ni din boda. Sana John Dramani Mahama Abbey ma hyebo se from 7th January. Me si no konswa kopem. Se na mamuo no bebe wie.
Unso adwuma wa fato.
Adwuma ma fato me ho so ne se obo wakro beba be kyirem. Ewa na obo ye na se kyire. Because ya tena ho me de sekan adwananka. Mfie nwotwe. Nya metena ho amobi amfa ye sekan adwananka bi. We are going to hold our leaders accountable right from day one. From the inaugural speech, I'm going to put the speech under strict scrutiny, making sure that one will be works and will be kind. That is one. We are my first speech in Abeto. Now my research, and some now Troy, and you on one a Troy, and I will be some no coffee by, and on the corona Akufo-Addo make come.
Okay, that's it. Eh, Maunia Sunkebi, what patcha where we have what you are saying, Osanko Hubi, and Kweku Menyasa. Connect Maminti so the going in declare we speeches about victory speeches, concession speeches.
Or Jennifer as the PC and Fama a year as a Fuyankopon say, I made this opportunity to be to me about your bedroom to mine home. All the leadership of my party. They said that's about Momo. Unia. You see, Adebakwa say in your efa a year elections in a say a year alhaji. But I'm not on one trans whom say Nkuyino or back out quickly, not obey accepted defeat. And my tension be as a be mounted in or down. See, it was honorable enough to accept say Ankuyi Ama. You see. But aftermath no, and some ACC no. HSA can accept even defeat in Ukra Elia Kadibesinya. This year make us say, Oko Udumasia, a year a can't say, a bronye, Ifi, and this is supporters a coho, a rekio.
Tamali.
Yeah,
I see. Yes. Odumasi ne him
a year a can't say, a year a bronye.
Okay.
Sisia make us say, breaking news is here. Uncle,
a bronye fee.
There be money didn't come. Money didn't.
A bronye fee.
On a call.
There be money.
A bronye fee.
Party faithful, and I say,
Enti, Omako Hache say, Omo Rekio, Tamale, police station. One of the police station, Omako to mob. You see, I feel say it's about time I will say the leadership of the NDC call their people to order. Say, you are trouble. You need MPP, you need NDC. Now, it is time to work. You see, now, many Akasano, what can be about say a year electoral commission, you know. Na in Susu na seka, Kobeka say, Ubinaka Edinku. To the best of my knowledge and the constitutional wise, no. The commission is independent.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, independent.
Fair.
You know,
fair.
You know they were never independent. You know.
And
Bossman Asare is not independent. You know that Bossman Asare were independent.
Koku knows to say. to the best of my knowledge and the knowledge of all Ghanaians, the elections were fair. It was transparent.
Yes.
Anna Obia Meki Nenkofo auditing ekom correctly. You see? Now, my minjina a year with videos na menfa asida kesibi enfama a year me ankasa medium. Mo batrobo constituency. Onia? Chese
so no mo MP no retain
here na akwa fa so a wotin wini ye no trouble aye oko I amasama stretching
trouble
ma 7 old PCFM.
Yes, the woman won.
Yeah,
even though it's in dispute kakraba
na oni bibi
that's unfortunate.
Oni bibi oh yin pa boni ni sa oni bibi say ka enye the lives of a year a cancer the MCE ojina gidi any second vice chairman Kwame Denchi mu jina ye campaign uni sa na yehwe chairman ko yehunu
mo party chairman
ko yehwe ko yehunu
tina wo je say wo kan wo no mo a efiti enra be nyina nkomodi e ba ne say this defeat no mo na
I am telling you say Onia, we need to, you see, I am on the view, say, from a year, Mr. Stephen Intim, Eba and Nabi Munyaba, they all have to resign. National Treasurer, a year, Dr. George Omunina. You see, say, yadi adia swawa, also making sure that adia swano, maybe as if I could do, I could. Say, if you are part of the leadership of this party, also party no enye seb tafrache party eye nkwala party woni eye NDC competition na so wo de ade small bi say for ade we for come mesi questions obu say measures ben mo put in place ensuring say ade we akodu Dr. Ananho what you say eye onim say edua bia be say ya on say free ni hini ade bia be say free ni hini entino question say busa e ho say e ba nsa na mo lusu enra ye lusu elections no 7th no we lost it enra ache because na
any second kai na mo ni nya adwene
ana me ka cho say Onia say party for no yet can't say more form no okay I need you see and no every time be now we need to sit down reform ourselves ni enhwe kwan a fast so a defeat we buy you see now I want to say ABC NDC okay a kwan be no fa so mutimi etena se ehun se and then what went wrong ayenya did defeat what you say okay sometimes asa kwakunu hu say Akufo-Addo no why na dwuma we okọ what you say what you say sisi ano as we talk now Akufo-Addo enye obi o control the affairs of the party again the leader yes is there because onu okura Frank and sisi ya oyo no Anna, I am very positive say doctor in his own sense no or ye independent in thinking the what you say
otherwise the former aid also
you see
otherwise
you see
you see
sabe tafrache say na yere in decide man o say I me won say onuko hu ade esi wo dem
so okọ who be
wa hwe
no go how be there
asema ko
can possible
onu na freedom ho and say okoto say ba umia etu no na wo say me na make ni ed no say okodem ho say samire etu no fo na me kan o nyima no asi bo wan kodem ho anko yede hu mami no kan want
sabi tafrache han ne ka say mahama wo lo ni etu ni fo
So Obianko who mekai.
What you say?
Obianko who mekai.
That means Lodina on Tony Kunefo.
Obianko who mekai.
President Mahama.
Where they Obianko who mekai.
Victory speech in so who say.
Yes,
perfect.
It was, I think.
Kasa perfect.
Onia, I said there open so kasa.
Mami kasa. Yeah, we need election. Now who? Onia mama kuze. Now I know kasa bebrezade.
When the kind my ati say crisis be ewo honom dada.
Masay o man kan say.
Ono one kasa admit say crisis no dey wontimi anka say a crisis A, say a crisis B. I also be fix it.
Economy now masay.
All right, what we should know is say one was stating so many things, key things. Making sure say there's not going to be any kind of engagement now collectively, no. But we making sure say Ghana yenyina no attaining the common goal.
Exactly.
Na koku ka something about unifying. The Biameka say kasa enemaye nsusu yewum so npa ko ne beka yentwen say de okan no eye no na wo ho a na sina koku ka say from 7th of January he will be on president no miss me koku so be ya na
hey
we jira
oh yes
Cornelius any
doctor so also be ya okay I don't know say 7 this year no ye kan I say akonya metisu yi na meto let me like me suspend wakonya so you see ye kan all the security agencies and apparatus ni nyina no govern Mahama Sisia because Sisia no he is the most important he's the most important person
the supreme leader
he's the most important person now but you see let us also look at the disadvantage of the victory. You see, we are saying, say, who try na mo be. Number one, you be unconscious say, and I'm more wood tree, which is dangerous. So what I say, who try na mo, na and I'm on a wood to know. When your penny be unconscious say, Cornelius, baby, I will fail. I'm say, oh, chair. And you say, if he said to me now, and in 2 for subsepta fracture. Ube 2 anamobia. Ube she watching who watch us say cry. What I say? I say, yes, he has won massively. All the powers in national. What I say? Neso say, yenya opposition. Number be ayent ni na say vi kakra na yenya cramp no. Oman put pressure on him to bring him to order when he's sweating away. There's going to be disaster.
That
in the
is
country.
a lie. I disagree with that position.
You see,
Ghana for now. Ghana for now. We don't need your opposition to advise the president. Who appointed you to go and advise the president?
Ghana for.
Mo yakase mamunji 11. Mutie.
To test.
Yakase mamunji 11. Mutie. Yakase mamunji ibet taxing. Mutie. Tax. No, he is calling for an opposition that will keep an eye on the president. And I'm saying that when NDC was in the opposition and we were telling you that don't approve the E-levy, did you listen to us? When we told you that don't approve commission, did you advise? Did you listen to us?
What recommend you? You see, I was saying a very strict. I can't say a opposition.
Good opposition.
Good opposition. Oh, let me outline certain things are bad. I am condemning. But you see, the another danger of this election, of course, say almost all the experienced parliamentarians are committing proper scrutiny in our zone.
But largely,
yes, I'm making. Say.
I disagree with that statement.
No.
What's it? All the experience at the end.
No. You see, yes. To my personal view, no. Okay. Once I feel say.
That was Manusi.
Maybe the Manusi. Ghana is about time. There are some persons be on more. Okay. This is my personal suggestion. Say, some persons in the parliamentary level, no, or say it me protect them seats. Say, yet watchdog over the affairs or the business that's going to happen in Parliament. Say,
because of the experience.
Because of the experience.
Okay.
Say, because of Britain, Britain, Parliament for a very long time. Quite a number of them. For example, Mr. George, is it who was something George on retirement? Just this year, no retirement. He's been in Parliament for a very long time.
So you are looking at the institutional memory.
The institutional, say, can you bet me? I feel a coin a befaso. I'm more much. No more thing because Parliament is not going to go.
All right. That's it, but it's also the case that
give me 1 minute.
Or more decided.
Yes,
give me 1 minute to respond to what.
No, you are not going
1 minute
respond. No.
To respond to what he said.
I am coming to you, Meba.
Mami, we know about me. Oh, 1 minute. Debbie, I just want to answer him.
Don't answer him.
Hey,
Nibisa question.
Oh, yeah,
Nibisa question now.
He said something. I want to rebut.
So the real issue here is that there's been pockets of violence here and there. And Nkofwaka said the president-elect should call his people to order. I have always said, fine, Obitima calling Nkofwa to order. But then still governance, and I will say a coso. Nanado Dankwe Akufo-Addo is still the president until 7th January. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the chair for the police council. Whatever also Muyene to ensure say there's total peace around, that should be done. The president-elect in the yes, we be in Nkofwa Kasa, but say Omontina Omukoswa yes, they should cause arrest near there. And what is your take on that?
No. Obia will engage in any act of lawlessness must be arrested. President Mahama has not given green light to anybody say they should engage in impunity. Obi obeko obi fie akọ fana nioma obeko akoye. The police should be up and doing.
Exactly.
The IGP should be up and doing and arrest everybody who engages in any act of lawlessness to breach the public disorder.
Okay.
That to say Obia Gana ni bia ni ho kwan se odi tumi hye ne nsem na otisi abonten se nipa somasi ayewei enipa somasi ayewei entine me ame de mepe me gbawura ne fie me gbawura ne office na makọ fa ne nomum na makọse ne oma wo ho wo yesa na wadwen wo fom so menya sure say core NDC members would engage in those kind of activities and omo yesa no are not NDC members. And I want to state it clearly. They are not NDC members. Unless say Yakochi Obi no approve say ampa me NDC me card. Anko baby abronya na organizing call for and no ma ni fie ho. Eh ne nkrata bi e so ode agu call board mu no ma to apeti fie ho. And we twa video about social media. Esle usu ne garage wahyehyɛ pure water bottles ne ade ɛna o ma hwete agu garage ho ɛna o ma twa video abeto social media na sabi okromfo oba ofia nya o bedroom ne scandal sabi onya o bedroom nya ho ne scandal millions ya mu wiewia enya bedroom ho na mo de agu
but o mo allege say car bi esi fie ho ne ade o ma tu car no
o ma tu car ne de kwai car no say o registration see ya tu car ko police call report e ti krom ha ye nto aba ye wi amanfo car da. It is your real car. Ko police station call report say enkofo bi abamfia be wia me kan ka say NDC for say I disagree with that position. Now my brother is saying that we should maintain certain people in parliament experience. If we take KT Hammond, experience been KT Hammond. KT Hammond namwe watna parliament ache. Experience been woniti. Oh yeah, TV. What is it? Katie, I'm TV so that.
Oh, Debbie.
I'm asking you a question. It's a question. It's what was Kenyans assembly that Annie Debbie.
Maybe you may disagree with the position on my.
And your position, missing young son, what Kenyans assembly that.
But the point is that I'm saying that the way I all say nyansa no. Obi.
See, how comes in
somebody may disagree with you.
Parliament. ti eja ha wa
opposition etna
parliament
wa doesn't mean
say on kan dey on the phone so on fie on na yire ne manhia no monye sa discussion ti eja ha wa kumsin wo parliament e dey na besi e wo parliament all those members of parliament their life will be at risk. This is a woman who walks around with guns. Are you safe when you are closer to how Kumsin? We are safe. The Speaker of Parliament must be protected. We don't need such people in Parliament. Ye jamre kuduka wa Parliament. Obe tugalam se okrum henyina. I don't know ye jana Parliament. Me kuduka. Ye jana ho ade ni besi. And not don pray ye jana Parliament ade ni besi. Why would mama lead ya asa o TV so? Sana members of Parliament. Is that the kind of people you want us to live in Parliament to make laws for us? These jokers?
It's not fair.
These jokers?
No.
Mujina platforms so na mu bubu na mu ye nyoma bi tantan sa ne ade. What you say? Enti na no ye je omokwan Ghana fo je omokwan. Eslowusu ye jana Parliament ho a emwa ye si turumu ye mpe wa obe support turumu bia be kofie. Eno na Ghana for take decisions say we ye ba we ye bema ye the bill ba Parliament ni see ye protect ye moral society ye protect ye nkwala say ye nji turumu ntum na wo Parliament na wo de wo say chinchina atwan wo de turumu na
where
ne ye to aba wo danso ma na say ye beja akwai mo akofie when na say njare international Parliament wono onye dey.
It's a parliament, so it was unanimous decision.
Unanimous decision
on the issue of a Family Values Act bill. No.
Omo say we are infringing on the right of other people, no. And then ade obi ye na woni dem
no, for the records.
Ade obi ye woni dem no.
No, but for the records, you and I know. Asimo me ken. Wa han woni na wo kan sem bi. Wo pese
omo ye tutrasem no. Omo ntwe omo mfiri sa tutrasem no. Your mind chichire and ye chichire. Government is a continuous business. Miss Ansem Hunu ne Ansem Font and Tino, and moi and more mind and conanim. Even Burkina Faso, soldier need two civilian government a good year crano. On one yes, Sebium Crassi Sema air cosui. Na Ghana ye near bue ye te a manuase, yaji democracy atum, and a name ye be we. Near me show mo boni say you John Dramani Mahama all born to an kind. Was it PBS obey him? A Japan deal obey him. Na me call Turkey, Ecofa, power bags, buy no. Me the 5 million and the free Turkey buy. Why would the free in Kanako Kumaseno? What the $35 million now the call ye? And no baby chim. And only a year John Dramani Mahama and Juma. So be special prosecutor sa krono die ya akosui na mimienti ha the okofa power badge ni free take buy no transportation je 5 million why would the free cry ko kumase no car transportation je $35 million wa betena ha address fine na betena ha menka bi mawo so ahu na de wo mu nie semanfo no at every point in time when they feel that they have a leader who is a dictator and they are being suppressed, their voices cannot be heard. Sad dictator and yetuna manfoni tugu monteneso. Na enijian so broswa ayana from swobem. The reason why we are seeing some of these things is because Akufo-Addo betena ye nkonso. Okan ye kasa bo ahye. Ene King Nebuchadnezzar ye kukuru ne ye de na hwefom enti sa afa ahudie na abagana fo akomemu no enu no mode anigye de omo ye nyina nya bibia kanelo abetena waka no enye bibia zoom lion fo ayi na esisi kwan wona eni omu pia gu nchen enye bibia ye yi bia wabetena waka no za all right what you say
konema me
eno no nkire se omo nkoso anu mu ni sanse hunu no no mu di sanse hunu no so IGP we still have President Akufo-Addo as the president of Ghana.
Exactly.
The IGP is still the IGP. They should go out there and make sure that every citizen is protected. Akromfo no nyina should be protected because afena ye do omko gina mra no ni akobo omko adu ni ado omakonsa wam. Emu obia nkoye mu obia nkosiki asalam say the life is in danger. No wonwane because ena na mate say omo be sheda ma boys bi aba abeye bibibi na watumrika ko US embassy say ne life is in danger politically etini yema emma so ne emma so chena.
I see. All right.
Yes. We dey say minia kokwa kasa bebre na minim say sisi ano say oye say no refi no say campaign ye wie nti ogusu ya campaign na ade ba ko so hu ni say MPP ni bia ni ho a obekọ nakmu akọ record office so tutu nyoma de agufom MPP ni bia ni ho obekọ police station say me party lose enti me be say police station MPP bia ni ho obekọ noa ni chochuru mocho akase me ko ufie makowia wo ka
agenda agenda and on agenda video so mo de ba ya slow fie baby e try say enya garage wa hu say garage na wa hu say garage me hu video no na hu say NDC ni bi so video ne ba no hu NDC ni bi wo hu NDC ni bi wo no you cannot accuse people wrongly.
He's not accusing anybody.
He's saying that NDC people went there to vandalize the place. Is that not what you are saying?
That is not what
but if you are making in that context, that is fine. Let me say, as someone on the view say, depend on me, baby, me free ba. Any kasa yani akasa. MPP ni bia no be kasa okonagbo akoko say.
Sa na NDC ni bia so nkonagbo nko say ho.
Ana won nim say, sisi a wono samu ka say. Nana President Kufuor atram konso na mu freeze no mo de ho anije ene ko say nyoma sisi asema wo kan sisi a
ko say nyoma
what you say enti so one kan tape no Ghana for so at
medical aka say
na ene won say yato abawie na minwen eguso eye campaign meaning the President Kufuor won bent eye campaign but what I'm saying is say it is not right say yankasa ya de a ya de sika aye na wo say o president aba enti o say no we are so occupy ka fufuro e dia baba be
say when NDC president na MPP president
what you say because you say ka say man can say Dramani Mahama eba adibi ase be obe ya nyene bottom sika no be yo taxpayers money no de be ye and so we say we president aba unipa ba and inside ya enyoma ye di sika aye no oh the 2 years show say ebe papai na you see ka yen fa na say let's turn this baby say yen na ka yes ah come here show say about this time ka sami jemfide organize press da I cannot drink.
I disagree with you, sir.
Me, Sami Jenfi, entimi
say NDC for na yes na e na dog, I don't know musa na evidence I would na so ka say NDC for na yes.
Me say.
Asema wo kan won say.
Me say nkrofo na be edi. Na denti na
single out MPP.
Also from entimi
na single out MPP for.
And I say o CPP.
You want to single out MPP.
You have the
And you want to tram ho na mo yes.
The mic you do no. The mic you do.
And you want to tram ho na mo yes.
The mic you do no.
The meeting can say. Say party no NDC party no. Say mo feel say the obi ye no enye say egu party no fia. I will say it's about time or say they call all these people to order. Say hey ampa ani je de obi atimi ginani. Nanso so no baby woni je no ebe sha ase no e bia hokwa no obi so de end anase me wo de be end no ho no obi so de den e sha ase wo de ase enti no ye hu how e be manage kwan e be fa so a ye be timi ye ni beje for example aye enra me mountain more side aye achimota side who may be NDC na or mimi free ni say ba ono free ana o de pin no be Germany to be Germany me hwe ma yesi ana o man ko ma me ma wo ana me snams oh ma me adin and imagine say ka me ma hwe a ka or the bomike.
They see Daniel about 20
so what I say? Neniaji.
Say be
yes. What I say? Okay.
Are you aware, say, you know, we have the Presidential Transition Act?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware, say, and I'll be to me confirm and say, Pennyfono, or hand because per the law, there was some hand you, or handing over note 30 days to the presidential elections. Are you aware, say, BBC?
Yes, I'm say, currently, there's a press release. Say, Nyame Adoma watching a Wednesday crowd. The president invited the president-elect.
But I'm talking about, say you are appointed an administrator.
What shall I say?
But the ministers,
you have to do it 30 days.
Write their handing over notes and hand it over to the administrator. What I said before you go into the elections.
Well, I'm not aware of that.
I'm sorry.
Can you testify someone here?
Don't worry. Don't mind. Listen to me. For Anusima,
Ghana for yes. Not necessarily say MPP, NDC, CPP, whoever.
Ghana for Nina.
Okay. The men can say, Adibia will say Biano, Enye Mahamadia. Adibia will say Biano, Enye
President Mahama. Don't just Mahama. Okay. He's a president elect. Address him as such.
What I say? Oh, Enye dia. Enti say, oh, say na kan who say, oh, say we kwaso Japade. Na oh, say me Japade. What I say? Maybe a cocoon on can because I'm very biased. To on can. But who sent on any the same was sad here. All right.
That is an indictment on me. I take strong exception to that. I take strong exception to that. I'll forgive you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
That's it. For Anusima, final words.
Doc, the reason why I said they have not prepared their handing over note is because Brian Champon Bekache said, "Omo handing over net and handing over China." President Akufo-Addo Bekache and say he would only hand over to his vice president.
Wankasa.
What I say? So from every indication, you know, it points to you say they were not ready to hand over.
Wankasa.
Na Nyankopon ya adom na China. The supreme leader, the president-elect.
I know subject say I am the president. I say I am the next election.
Maminya birthday we na yenhwe. Kweku Asani Gansa and Wawuda. Happy birthday to you. Dodo na fe keke. Happy birthday to you, Nyankopon Inshrao. Na dia woye bia no so enkoyi enfema se ni phone na ye kradwa mo fanto so all right
why very lucky Nyankopon Asia ne say o di ni birthday abra Yura John Dramani Mahama is the president of Ghana.
Okay, all right. Maminda Colenius Owusu sorry,
me was some back come Mr. Wanzana. Enra na ye di Yura John Dramani Mahama din tuja say we win election no dollar na tia ba form. Me no ka say dollar need na 1465.
Okay, yeah, they ready.
No chere we say the economy is recovering because of
boy chidom ye di dwumade ne breo. Bright. Nyame ya adoma echina ye besan esinkunya. Me pacho ye pon. Ye de echina nyame ya adoma ye de ema no ebeba Wednesday special Wednesday edition no ye ni ema no sinkunya no ye de beba Hajia ebeba sanso na awo kekeli ebeba any Frida from the NPP any NDC any movement for change for reps ni nyina beba ama yesinkunya na ye di nkomo ye jamu na ye njamu ho ye de enwom na ye de sorry dwumadi so a enwom kama se de be ya wobetimi so akotwa enjoy show no me dem ase se mu ne metena ye dwumadi so mu messages no mu fa nchem se mentimi ankan ni nyina emfa ma me din Dr. Kofi Annan
dollar number form
This Wednesday on Master of the Game, our special guest is an expert on peace building and political transitions and consultant to the United Nations. He co-authored the book In the Service of Democracy, biography of the Right Honorable Justice V.F. Annan, and coordinated a historic visit of U.S. President Bill Clinton to Ghana in 1998. Ghanaian lawyer, politician, and in President Jerry John Rawlings' administration, he was Chief of Staff. We welcome Nana Atodazi to Master of the Game, hosted by a Master of the Game.